Welcome back to the podcast that rocks, weekly podcast that talks about news in the world of rock, metal, alternative, and everything in between on this week that we continue to celebrate Ozzy Osbourne. My name is Luke.
My name is Alex.
And my name is Rowan.
Hope you all are doing well. Thank you to everyone that tuned in last night for the impromptu stream, just discussing Ozzy. We'll continue that conversation, just covering a few things that happened since then or were discovered since then, things like that. We're obviously still in the mourning, but we're also trying to make this more of a positive celebration. We want to cherish what we have with one of the greatest metal artists and musicians and just pop icon cultures of all time, but also one of the craziest people to ever live. It can be both. It's very fair. If we hit 50 likes, we're already at 27 right now, so it's a good shot. If we hit 50 likes, we'll play around a festival rock or flop. We already have one super chat. We'll read all super chats at the end of the stream. Plus, we're going to do a new game that we'll be going forward with every week, so sit tight for that. We'll do something that, and it'll be a little bit of a hint. It's in theme, attributed this week to Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath. So, I see all the R.I.Ps coming in, very appropriate. Don't feel free to do that. We're going to have a good time. I want this to be something we can talk about nicely with Ozzy. So, first, I want to point out a couple things. Let me share my screen with my friends here. Bam. Where'd you go? Entire screen. Bam. Bam. There we go. We should be all set. Let me know when you guys can see it.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay.
There we go.
You can see a mouse cursor too, but I'll move that in a second. Perfect. So, it's going to be weird moving forward without Ozzy. Well, number one, a lot of people have been paying tribute and respects. A lot. I would be very upset with myself if I did not post a few responses and reactions last night, as other people were finding out live as well. The first one, and I'll get Alex and Rowan's thoughts on this as well, a band near and dear to our hearts, Gojira finding out live. That's rough.
Yeah.
That sucks.
I'm sorry, this is crazy. This one is for Ozzy.
Oh, it's not going to play now. I was like timed wrong. Whatever. There we go.
It's interesting.
Go ahead.
I haven't watched the full clip, but like it's interesting that they didn't specify that he had passed away. I feel
They
like
do now.
If you're at the what's up?
They do on this clip.
Oh, they do.
Ozzy just died.
Ozzy just died.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I was about to say because
Again,
like
they found out live.
yeah, no, I was about to say maybe they would just be like this is for Ozzy, but they wouldn't specify that. Just like don't
Yeah.
set that on the audience like just yet.
No, they knew.
When you find out something that major,
Yeah.
that massive, with all of us collectively, when you're at a Gojira show or any sort of rock or metal show, we're all fans, whether directly or not. So that's something
I would want to know.
Yeah, I would be like, why didn't you tell me, Gojira?
Yeah.
They dedicated Flying
Or-
Whales to him. I'm sure that downed the moments, but at the same time, what are you going to do? The show must go on.
Well, that was what I was to say. It's like because I feel like if they told me if the artist that I went to go see just said in the middle, yeah, Ozzy died, I feel like I would just be bummed out for the entire rest of the show.
But we were all bummed out no matter where we were, regardless of Gojira being there.
I know, yeah, but like delay the bumming out until after the show.
I would want to know,
See,
because
I think-
when people start looking at their phones and stuff, and they're going to start elbowing and showing each other, that's going to be a bad distraction.
And I think the collective mourning is healthy as well. It's like, oh no.
Also, there are way worse bands you could be seeing than the nicest Frenchman and heaviest band from France out of Gojira. That's a show
Yeah.
I feel like I would want to be a part of if I had to hold the news, There's a lot of crappy
Fair.
bands out there that probably would not have handled it as well or raw or real, okay? And that sucks to say, but someone else that did a good job that I was not expecting, Gaga. The lady. She found out live too, and you better believe they did something special for it. She didn't just go out and buy that Ozzy Osbourne shirt that night either when they found out. She's a fan. She's a fan.
I would have, I don't know how to respectfully say this, I would have lost every sense of composure if I was at a Lady Gaga show and then they started playing Ozzy. I would have been like,
You would have ran
Whoa.
up on stage.
The tears
No,
would have
I-
been
I want this to be my life.
I'm gonna be a backup dancer. Can't dance, but just let me in.
Since we're bringing up Instagram posts, this was a weird situation I found myself earlier today. You ever have like a thing where you just get a post from like a couple weeks back that is just now showing up on everybody's feed?
Yes.
So this was horrible timing, but I was just going through Instagram earlier today and I saw that Zakk Wylde said not long after the Back to the Beginning show that he's hopeful for more Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath shows.
Yeah,
and apparently everyone just saw this for the first time. So like I opened up the comments and everyone is saying who wants to tell him, or it's like this has aged terribly.
Yeah, and that's first of all, that's a meta thing for Facebook, Instagram, Threads, like showing you older posts, but if they're getting engagement again, they'll start feeding it to you like it's new. And that's what that was.
I know, yeah, but also, it seemed like it was new.
That was more harmless. Another one like that, Kelly Osbourne, who is getting crap now, who said, Ozzy's going to live for a long time right after Back to the Beginning said, we're like trying to dismiss rumors about him dying or being so sick that he's about to pass. Well, now that
there was a lot of messy like AI stuff floating around, a lot of deep fake type stuff. And she addressed that, and I'm glad she did because that stuff's messed up.
It is.
All of these different things where Ozzy was saying, oh yeah, like I'm dying. And then I don't remember the exact quotes from the AI videos, but people were spreading it like wildfire. So she came out and she's like, what is wrong with you guys? Like, this is my dad. This is a human being. This is Ozzy Osbourne. Stop creating these fake things about him dying or not wanting to die. I mean,
and also there's so much of Ozzy being alive and joyful we can celebrate. Like, this man lived in front of a camera for decades.
Celebrate his life. Don't focus on this.
There's plenty to talk about. Plenty.
Yeah.
So
my whole feed has been nothing but Ozzy Osbourne moments, and I've forgotten how many like commercials or movie appearances he had.
That Pepsi Twist one popped up on my feed again today, and I was like,
yeah,
it's still there.
Fun.
Yeah. That was a Super Bowl commercial back in the day too. So
I watched this one.
Osmonds.
I know.
I watched this one where he's announcing 4 or 5G data plans, but he keeps saying 4G, and they're like, say the freaking line. It's so simple, and he keeps messing up, and they bring Justin Bieber to say it.
He also did one for World of Warcraft back when World of Warcraft was huge in the 2000s, and he was an undead mage or something like that, and he was it was pretty good.
Oh, for talking video games, there's also when he played himself in Brutal Legend. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Hey buddy, you stop barking? Yeah, you're barking at the moon, aren't you?
I love perfect.
Get it? Yeah,
Ivan is celebrating as well.
Also celebrating one Tobias Forge, Papa Perpetua. That's the new name. Okay, thank you. Did a great job at New York at NYC because they found out that night too.
How are you? There's one of them days now. We're gonna dedicate tonight's show to the memory of the life and laughter of Ozzy Osbourne.
And that's pretty good.
For being the Prince of Darkness, he sure gave us a lot of lights. So we're gonna tap into that tonight and carry it forward.
That was a very classy way to do it too, because like, at that point everyone knew, especially going into the Ghost concert. I mean, Forge was there, Gojira was there, and Back to the Beginning. So many people were there and like still a part of this because they were on tours or about to do stuff anyway. So it's very nice to see that this is working out and like people are giving it the proper respects for that. And finally, the biggest, we're not going to spend all night, but again, if you're watching this, we did a 30-minute episode yesterday. It should be on the podcast feeds on YouTube. The more raw, instant reactions as we found out the day of. So check that out. One farewell message we found, though, from arguably the greatest Hollywood star of all our generations. From the pad of Kermit the Frog. No one rocked harder than the great Ozzy Osbourne. We loved him. We loved working with him on our album Kermit Unplugged. He recorded Born to Be Wild with Miss Piggy, which, yes, that is real. The perfect song for both of them. Every time we bumped into Ozzy over the years, he made us feel just as cool as he was. We loved having a friend like Ozzy Osbourne, and we feel so lucky to have known him, worked with him, and experienced his music for so many decades. By the way, I was not going to do the Kermit the Frog voice. I do not do impressions. Sorry. I'm trying to keep my audience. Thank you very much. So now we want a little bit of brevity, a joke. This is meant in parody. So everyone take that going into this. The Hard Times is a fantastic parody site, kind of like Babylon Bee and The Onion, but The Hard Times is just for rock and metal.
Oh, God.
Sharon Osbourne says Ozzy still has 10-20 shows left in him. And that was posted today. So there you go.
Very hard times.
Yes. That's very hard times. Believes that her recent deceased husband, Ozzy Osbourne, still has enough juice in the tank to keep touring performing for at least another year. Disgusted sources confirm. That is the perfect term, by the way.
Disgusted sources.
Yes. I told you, Weekend at Bernie style. Just got to prop him up right there. It's like, Ozzy, you doing good? You know.
Really, I would laugh at this, but at the same
writing.
time, dude, if there is someone who has probably taken this to heart, it is easily Sharon.
Of course. They've been stuck.
Yeah.
They've been together, joined at the hip for how many decades? And, you know, it's just, that's how it is.
Yeah.
He got to call his shot and have the best send-off of anyone ever in metal. You know, you can't ask for more than that. The man has performed with disease, a broken spine, nerve damage, partial vocal paralysis, and what I'm pretty sure was a demon possession, as said Osbourne with a stiff corpse of her husband propped beside her. That's what the Hard Times does, okay? It's just a joke article. That's what they always do. I promise it's not real. Don't take it too offensive. This is something Ozzy probably would have laughed at as well, by the way.
I guess, yeah. It's just more like, I don't know. The family is definitely taking it hard, and I don't know if they would appreciate that. Like, at least not right now.
It's hard to say, but with Loudwire, yeah. I feel like I'm glad the Hard Times posted something like that without going too deep and too raw. They're trying to find some sort of brevity at a dark time. Loudwire did a great job collecting a lot of farewell messages as well. One from Alice Cooper, with everyone in back, hands in. A lot of the Gojira flying whales, more of them finding out in Istanbul. Gojira, the same stuff. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Keep going. Mammoth, and they showed him with pictures of that. Machine Head paying respect to Ozzy Osbourne. It goes on and on and on and on and on. So, Alex, any final thoughts for Ozzy as I see an animal by you whapping its tail? I think so.
Is that a bear? It's a
Okay.
big dog.
Well, is that dog have
No.
any eye? Does he want to bark at the moon as well?
He does. He has been all day.
Okay.
No, it's just the same. It's just the same. It's going to take a lot of time for this one to settle. This is one of the ones. This is the only one. I told you this yesterday during our reaction live stream, but this is the first death of, you know, a hero or a rock star or an icon that I've actually really felt personally. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying the other ones weren't hard or they weren't felt, but this one was the worst. Like this one hits in every corner of, you know, everything we do traces back. And so this one was like, wow, I can't believe he's gone. Mm-hmm. It's nuts.
Rowan, anything for you?
No, I kind of share Alex's sentiment. Ozzy is just such a figurehead for our community, and not that there haven't been other like high profile like rock stars and metal stars to have like passed away, unfortunately, but Ozzy, it just hits different because he was the godfather of it all. And yeah, it just sucks.
When you trace like your own personal, like this is what I did the other day. Well, yesterday. It feels like it's been so long already, but yesterday I was tracing. I'm like, I wouldn't have discovered Rob Zombie if it wasn't for Ozzy Osbourne. I wouldn't have discovered In This Moment if it wasn't for Ozzy Osbourne. And you just start tracing all of these lines back to Ozzy, and for the person who is responsible for all of these different connections throughout your musical journey, when it's so important to you, music, it's just wild. It's wild that connecting factor is not here anymore. Even though everything that he's created stays, it just feels weird, and it's still kind of soaking in.
Yeah, especially since Ozzy and Black Sabbath were one of the influences for a lot of those bands that you enjoy. It's just, again, he was the trailblazer for all these big acts that we still love,
right,
and are still active.
And it kind of goes like what we found out last night too, like with Corey Taylor. Like you think of all the big name rock stars out there, metalheads and big musicians, they all felt the same way about Ozzy. That was everyone's like breakthrough. He still is the Godfather wherever he is, I'm sure in the afterlife, whatever that might entail for Ozzy Osbourne, he's rolling around feeling a lot better. And that's what I like to think about too. So
Absolutely.
thank you all in the chat for keeping it civil and not going insane. I see a couple super chats pop in too. We'll read them all at the end of the stream as well. I see a lot of good stuff. I first heard him on Belt Out NIB in my dad's car in the mid '90s, thinking, "What the heck is this? I like it."
Love that song.
Yeah, Bill Ward made posts. Yeah, so many other people are saying stuff too. Also, even Gene, I laughed about Gene Simmons yesterday. He made a great post again as well. I don't have it saved up. Even Gene Simmons can put his own ego aside to pay respect to Ozzy Osbourne. That is a big, big deal. So,
Yep.
How do we move on? Well, day by day first. And the legacy continues. We got to remember, not only does Ozzy have his children, he has grandchildren now. And that one grandchild is really going to be on a musical prodigy. So my grandpa was Ozzy Osbourne, and my dad's in Slipknot. Well, that's a musical prodigy at that point. So destined for
Yeah, all his
doctor
uncles
or
are
something.
Slipknot.
Yeah. Yes. Ooh, yeah, that'd be a good music video now that I think about it. They're all in the room with like the scrubs on, but they have the masks still. Yeah.
Is there any way we can get baby Sydney as a part of Vended so he can join the other sons of Slipknot?
Join Griff. Oh, I'm sure they've gotten together before. You got to give him a little time, Maybe when he's a toddler, then we could actually start working on it,
Yeah.
So.
He could be their turntablist.
Yeah, there you go. And he just sits on it though, like it's like he just like runs around back and forth on it. Or like a keyboard, he just runs around, like toddles back and forth on the keyboard. It just hits the keys.
I mean, that's what his dad does.
bet.
Imagine just like his dad, his whole thing is just like dances around and just jumps into the crowd.
Oh, Sid would
We're gonna-
absolutely hold his baby while performing. Yes.
Yeah.
We're going to keep talking about all of these, ideas and visions for that kid. And that kid's going to grow up to become like
Accountant.
a zoologist or something. Yeah, something absolutely far away from music. Like, I hate music. I wanted to be a chef. I don't know.
I'm actually a botanist in Iowa now. Oh.
There you go. I'm a phlebotomist.
Yeah, phlebotomist. Yeah, there you go.
It's kind of metal. Yeah, whatever.
He can do baby samples in studio. There you go. I'm crying right now, guys. Oh, come on. Into the Void is one of my favorite songs of all time. There you go. Very well said.
Dude, that riff goes so hard.
It does. The catalog goes so hard. That's why it's so cherished. So we are going to move on. I know we'll talk about any other Ozzy updates we get next week, but like we do with the 30-minute thing we did yesterday and this today, we do want to keep moving on. I don't think Ozzy would want everyone writhing around on the floor in mourning for a month, even though that's what he deserves to see it for all us. So, yeah. So we move on to someone who's also not having a great 2025, where Ozzy went out like a king. The head promoter of Brouhaha Promotions and Punk in the Park really not having a good year. I told some of this to my co-host here. Punk in the Park has been a festival for several years now. They put on several things, all punk festivals, for years. They tried to do Unhinged Festival at the same place in Denver. It didn't pull through. It got canceled. Well, now it's very well public notice that the festival promoter of Punk in the Park donated a lot of money to Donald Trump, and a couple bands have already backed out, and as of today, Dropkick Murphys are saying you can go screw yourself. Now, a lot of you might be thinking, well, can't you separate the art, blah, blah, blah. It's Punk in the Park.
Yeah.
So from Dropkick Murphys, hey folks, punk rock and Donald Trump just don't belong together. So upon finding out that Brouhaha Promotions donated to the Trump campaign, we will not be playing any more Punk in the Park shows. We kept our commitment to the Denver show because we didn't want to leave our supporters who brought tickets holding the bag. Thank you for your understanding on this matter. And I think that's fair. Like finding out, like doing your commitment, but then saying no more after this. Several bands backed out flat out as well. So not only is Brouhaha Promotions They lost the festival flat out, just completely backfired with Unhinged and had to cancel and refund everything. But now now Punk at the Park, I don't know. I can't see it really going that far anymore. Can either of you? No.
Not with these drop-offs.
No.
Yeah.
It's really hard. Like, this isn't just like everyone talks about Blue Ridge for like festival shenanigans and stuff like this. This is a totally different can of worms because these festivals were run successfully. But now that you know the inner workings of behind the scenes and stuff, it's like, oh, you were using the Punk banner to make money, and that's it. Ooh.
Ew.
Right?
One thing he said that felt icky to me, he was like, we don't have to see eye to eye on everything to come together and enjoy what unites us.
Okay.
Like, well, no, but...
He makes it he phrases as like, some people like ketchup on their hot dogs and some people like mustard. We can still all eat hot dogs. He makes it seem that close, like that simple. Okay? There's a big difference in what he's aiming for.
Yeah.
So
They don't go together, okay?
Yeah. I weep
It's
for
like...
yeah, they don't. I weep for Denver. Denver's getting screwed now.
Sorry, Denver.
Punk at the Park, more like junk at the park. Oh, no.
That's lame. Oh, you beat me to it.
Yeah, I didn't have my sound effects queued up right away, but they're queued
You're
up
gonna make
now.
a joke, at least be clever, guys. Come on.
Yeah, the bad jokes are our job.
Yeah. We held you to a higher standard.
Also, yeah, I applaud the fans backing out of this crap fest. Yeah, and once again, and this is from the business analytics side of me, just like in the marketing side, if you'd kept your mouth shut and not donated anything and not made statements, none of this would be a problem.
Yeah. Yeah. Just don't.
You created your own mess.
What did he just focus on the music?
You already
Maybe
have
put the money into your festival.
You already have festivals that people want to go to. That's the hard part. That is literally the hardest thing to do, to get the people to come. Someone just said, the ketchup mustard comparison doesn't really work when a fascist is involved. I mean, that's true. So, well said. There you go. Yeah, they made their own mess. So,
Yep.
I don't know. It's hard. Like, again, like all the Denver reports are doing this as well. Because, again, this was a fixture for Denver there. And Denver's a super awesome city. It's nice. There's lots to do. It's gorgeous. And this was an event, and they're going to have another event with Unhinged, and that's not happening either.
Nope.
So,
Acid Bath is playing the Fillmore.
There you go. I mean, Denver will survive. I'm sure they'll get other stuff too, you know? Our thoughts for Denver, you know? They're especially having a rougher week as well. No Ozzy, no more of these festivals. Man, Denver's got to really figure something out.
Lots in pairs, Denver.
Mm-hmm. Your baseball team sucks. Yeah, their baseball team's in like last place, like record-setting last place in the history of baseball. They're having that bad of a year. So Denver's really hitting it hard right now. So
yeah, they cry as they eat their Rocky Mountain oysters.
For the people that show up, apparently attendance is so bad, like they're just giving away free food. So
if you know, chat, if you know what Rocky Mountain oysters are,
roast Rowan.
They eat it. It's not gross. I'm gross for mentioning it.
Rowan,
just like ketchup on.
They decided to eat that.
Why with ketchup? Cat fries, cowboy caviar, and prairie oysters. See, I don't eat seafood. I developed allergies to it.
What drugs was the man who decided to make this a thing on? Who looked at a bowl and was like, "I'm gonna eat this thing's."
You don't waste any part.
That's what I was thinking. It's a seafood chef at the end of the night. Whatever. Just get all the little bits and put it in one dish and say it's the special.
That had to be like this had to be out of desperation. Like someone had to be starving in the frontier or something. It's like all we have are these.
So Denver, all they have no Punk in the Park, no Unhinged, and now all they have to eat is Rocky Mountain oysters.
Yeah.
With ketchup. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, is that the problem? Ketchup's where you draw the line? Well then. Ew, Heinz, yuck.
Gross. Ketchup? Ugh, I like mustard.
I'd rather starve.
Oh yeah, mustard would make this all better. All better. Absolutely. Just the generic yellow French's mustard too, like the watery stuff. Absolutely.
That's why you shake it, Luke.
It doesn't help that much. It really doesn't.
What's funny is that I hear people say that it tastes fine. It's like I don't care I don't care if it tastes like the best thing ever. I'm not putting that in my mouth.
Yeah, it is one of the things, like, once you know what really it all is, it does kind of change things for you, you know?
Yeah.
You know, like if you want hot dogs, you want to get the all beef hot dogs. It's say kosher all beef or whatever they are. You don't want to get the generic gas station hot dogs because you know parts of those are animals you've never even heard of.
No. I am from New York. Those low quality meat hot dogs are a staple of my state.
That's
don't know what you're
nice.
eating.
Yeah, you don't.
That's part of the charm.
You're getting raccoon and fingernails.
Raccoon? What?
It adds to the charm.
The charm.
Yeah.
Come to New York.
You just go to like a very greasy like stand run by a guy just like sweating profusely.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
That's
in the
part
summer.
of New York charm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say this though, he is Dropkick Murphys, going back to Punk at the Park. They are getting a lot of credit because they are the ones that really do stand by what they say. They're making it clear. So hats off to them for continuing to stand their ground and make their statements known. You know, you can be clear and upfront when you find out about a situation and go forward. They played their final show with them and they said no more after this. We're done. We didn't want to screw over the fans. I'm fine with that. You know, live your commitment, but then you can move on. So, oh, we're grossing out people in the chat. Oh, well, sorry.
All right.
Barbecue sauce is superior to both, and honestly, I'd rather have a chili cheese hot dog. No, you get barbecue sauce, Rocky Mountain oysters. That's what you get for the podcast that rocks.
Can we at least agree barbecue sauce is the best condiment?
There's like 50 styles of barbecue sauce, though, so you got to be specific.
I don't know.
What are we?
Sweet barbecue sauce.
It depends. I'm fine with it, but I'm a ketchup guy myself. You know, Midwest. You put that on everything. Everything. Oh,
I will take
Alex.
barbecue sauce over ketchup any day. Okay. I'll eat ketchup, but
Yeah.
if barbecue sauce is on the table, I will grab that instead.
That's fine.
Luke, I have to ask. This is a very important question. Do you put ketchup on your eggs?
No.
Oh, thank God.
I put hot sauce
My
on
brother
it.
does that, and I think he's a sociopath for that.
Yeah, I've seen people do it before, and it's a weird. That's a texture thing for me, and that's weird. So, now that everyone's full and feeling good about themselves, we're gonna move on. So, one cool thing happened, and then it ended up bumming most people out. What would that be? A Slipknot countdown. Slipknot teases something, you know it's going to be cool. And what they posted was really cool. A deluxe 6 LP box set with unreleased tracks that sold out instantly and no one else is going to get it.
Yay! I love that. It's just like with Sleep Token. I wanted to get tickets, and then like 2 minutes after they went live, I missed my window.
See, at least with this, with Sleep Token, you know it's the bots, you know it's the scalpers, and that sucks.
Yeah,
This is more just, you know what? They had a certain amount. The fastest people won. Man, oh man. 40
but you know
unreleased
some of those
tracks.
people are. You know some of those people are definitely scalpers who are going to put this on
at
eBay
least
for
one.
like
At least
hundreds
one.
of dollars.
At least
There's
one
already
is
a couple.
scalper, yeah. And they
There's
don't
already a
even have-
couple going for $1,300, $1,800 on eBay.
It's like when the new PlayStation model comes out, they'll put it on eBay before they even have it, like the physical thing, and try to sell it and resell it. Yep. But like when you look at the LP track list, there is so much, and it's pretty awesome.
Those are always really cool. Remind me, do they have anything from their run of playing the new album, like from the last year?
No, this is all old. Most of this is old stuff, but they have a lot of cool things. Live in the UK and Iowa, they have a lot of different stuff from 99 to 2000, mostly that's live, and a lot of demos and alternate takes, like Wait and Bleed demo, Snap demo, Only One, Jay Baumgartner mix. So there's a lot of stuff with surfacing, so there's a lot of other different stuff as well from the first album and second album, so Slipknot and Iowa.
Yeah, I got to see if there is any way I can get like an audio file of just their shows from Madison Square Garden or just anything from the 25th anniversary, because especially with Tattered and Torn, they reworked that song for their anniversary shows, and I don't know why. I feel like I prefer that mix, and Tattered and Torn was already one of my favorite songs off that album. So
6 LPs with vinyl cards, yeah.
I can't believe they only released 100 worldwide.
Yeah.
That's low. I mean, low in amount. I'm not saying low as in Dirty Tactic, because you can't see it behind there. Oh, why are you auto following me now? I can't stand it when this thing gets a mind of its own. Whatever. Anyway.
It is following.
So this thing right here, the box set of all the Mars Voltas albums when it came out during pandemic.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, one of 500, and this was a gift from the label.
Nice.
500 is good. It's
Yes.
better than 100 easily.
See, 500 was good, and this was expensive too, because like it's the full box set, and it sets out really nice. Each album of the 6 main ones. The thing is, though, they advertised it well too. It wasn't a countdown. People knew it was coming. So I think that's what hurts also. We didn't know it was going to be a box set. We found out 100 people acted fast. They were smart. They get to enjoy this nice box set. And we're all going to be bummed out. That sound
100
right?
is the lowest, like, crazy release like this that I've seen recently. 100 is so small.
It's the smallest I've seen in a while, too, now that I think about it.
Especially when you consider Slipknot's fan base. We're talking in the millions. I think even over, like, would you say tens of millions at this point?
Yes.
Yeah.
Many multi-millions, yeah.
Yeah.
Considering
And, like,
how long they've been, yeah, and they're still selling out arenas.
yeah, seriously, like, do you think we'll ever get, like, a second run of this? Like,
I would hope so,
like, do,
because
like, a second run of this?
now that it's made and they see it successful, yeah, I can see them doing a second run.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Who knows? What do I know? All I know is I wish I would have had one. If I would have been there on time to get it, I totally would have bought it, you know? Because, like, the price was not outrageous. The Slipknot box set includes 59 total recordings, including the band's legendary Indigo Ranch demos and mixes, unreleased rarities, and high-octane live performances from 99 and 2000, all spread across 6 colored vinyl LPs. Fans also received non-exclusive Slipknot photo cards and a curated selection of never-before-seen images from the band's personal archives. I bet those are creepy, making this a must-have for diehards and vinyl collectors alike. So, yeah. So, if anyone listening to this actually got one, post pictures and tag us so we know what we're missing. Does that make
Also,
sense?
maybe
Yeah.
reach out to me. I might be interested in
Yeah.
in buying.
You got
Yeah.
1,500 bucks?
I get paid next week.
Dang, okay.
Look, I got a credit card. I got 5 credit cards. Spread it across them.
Over the next 6 months also. Yeah. So one other thing that happened Slipknot related, they got to headline Incarceration, which did follow through despite the rain and the fear of it being canceled. For those who are not aware, DWP's Incarceration happens at the same prison where they filmed Shawshank Redemption. It's happened every year. Slipknot was the headliner, and they were worried to death because it was ugly rain. But they were able to delay it a little bit and then finish through with the night. Apparently, it was beyond a mudfest and really gross, but the rain added to Slipknot. I've heard inklings of some people loving it and some people hating it due to parking, overcrowding, things like that. But I've also heard a lot of other people saying the performances were solid, and despite the bad weather, they were fine. So, if you went to Incarceration, let us know. Let us know your thoughts. I wasn't there. I am glad Slipknot performed because all I know is if we would have met to the middle of nowhere, pouring rain, no service anywhere, you're like an hour away from the closest hotel, and then you find out, oh, Slipknot's here, go home. I might have lost it. Might
Yeah,
have.
a little bit.
Yeah. I know we're at a prison too, and like all those people crowded into each other. Yeah, that's cause for a riot, actual prison riot. So that's not great. So I'm very glad they actually got to pull through because that was the main one that everyone was looking for. So,
Yeah.
you know who will see these on eBay for over 1,000? Oh yeah, so someone just talked about the Slipknot package too. Yeah, over 1,000. I could see it going for more than that once they're released. So
I feel like
again,
$1,000 would even be generous. With 100, like as the cap, people are gonna lean into the scarcity.
once people realize,
We see.
go ahead.
Do we know what they actually sold for? Like,
I don't.
Like,
know
what was the asking price?
It was it was a couple hundred, but I don't know the exact amount. It was like 6
Okay.
or 7 LPs, and then all this behind the scenes cards and stuff too. So
I mean, a couple $100 if that was like the asking market price.
yeah, I was gonna say minimum.
That's fair in my
I'll
opinion.
I'll say minimum 200 would be my guess. My Price is Right guess. You know.
Yeah, that's
So,
fair though. For something that's so clearly a
Yeah.
fan item.
For also those wondering, Lamb of God performed. They were the second to last one to close on Sunday night. Apparently, everyone loved them as always. Lamb of God tomorrow night playing their hometown show. They're not playing that many dates this year. Lamb of God and Gwar breaking in a new amphitheater in Richmond, Virginia, their hometown. poor amphitheater and that poor staff that has no idea what they're in for. This is the same amphitheater that someone just shot KidsBop Live at. Yeah, so they're going from KidsBop Live to Lamb of God.
It's a cultural experience across the board, exposing you to everything.
Too bad it won't be the same audience. Those kids would get riled up for gore. Yowza.
I mean, it's something for the parents, you know?
I guess. Oh, apparently KidsBop Live was for the parents too. I learned that the hard way.
Yeah. You told me, or you say in the video, like, everyone was at the bar. I'm surprised they offered alcohol.
So, like, just to go behind the scenes, because, like, they have all the bars and, like, concessions open anyway. When the really nice Live Nation rep, like, for that assigned at the amphitheater, because I'm not Live Nation, but, like, they are, like, hard authority amphitheaters. I'm freelance. And she turns to me while I'm shooting and trying to get the stuff because there's no photo pit. It's all soundboard, like back farther away. I was like, okay, I just don't want to get in front of the kids. No video. She looks at me while I'm shooting, goes, look at the Tito's line. And that's like the Tito's vodka. And it was so long. And this was like over an hour into the set also for KidsBop.
I mean, to be fair, if I was there, if I was a parent, I would definitely have to have something to just get through this.
Everyone was. And I'll say this, though. The kids loved it. They did. Was it appropriate? Was it appropriate for them? No. Did they love it? Yes.
This song is not really about pizza.
No, it's not. Pink Plody Club's actually about something very more personal, and so what are they singing about? So
A, B, C, D, forget you. No. That's not how it goes. I'll tell you how it goes, kid.
Yes,
Mommy's
absolutely.
gonna get another Tito's. Be right back.
That's a great drunk person impression.
Mommy's gonna get another Tito's, Billy. Hang on a second.
You just turned to my aunt right there.
Yeah, that's what it is too. Yeah.
Aunt Marge.
Aunt Marge babysitting her little brats. You go run up front. I'm gonna sit down in the heat and drink for 2 hours.
That would be my aunt if she was in that situation. It's like I need a drink right now.
I need a Tito's and another pack of Marlboro Red.
Making a double, Paul.
and they make the kids go wait in line for her while she just sits down. Oh, poor kid, poor Billy. We might hear.
Here, hold my spot in line.
Yeah,
give me a call when you're at the front. I'll be sitting in the car.
And then you have Lamb of God come in. All right, you little 5-year-old, sit down. And they don't sit down. Fine, you want to do this the hard way? Okay. Pyro starts.
Actually, also on my Instagram feed, it's funny we're mentioning kids and Lamb of God. I saw like this one clip of this dad who was crowd surfing, but his daughter was like on top of his stomach and like doing the devil horns. Yeah,
I've seen those before. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was like, cool. It was like, that's a cool dad right there. That's the type of dad I want to be one day.
I've seen those before. Like, they're pretty much dad surfing. Like, he's like the body, like the surfboard.
He's the body, and the kid is like standing on top. That's gotta hurt though. Like, a 5-year-old standing straight on your stomach.
Someone said in the chat, KidsBop presents Cannibal Corpse. I mean, you laugh. They've covered and sanitized and deranged a lot more songs than you realize that even Cannibal Corpse would be like, oh, yeah, might as well. KidsBop on the Rock or Flop Festival, Luke. Oh, I should have.
Would that be a special circumstance type one? That would be an instant killer, no matter what the rest of the lineup is.
Would it? Yeah, I mean, yeah, there'd have to be a qualifier for it, but next week I'll have it in some format.
I just imagine as soon as people see KidsBop, everyone's gonna be like, it could be the greatest other 3 acts whatsoever. I'm not going.
I don't know. KidsBop I would suffer through to see some really good bands just because
they would have to be really good.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, you know what? I think your qualifier should be the rest of the lineup is now KidsBopified, so we're gonna get weird alternate versions of all of these songs.
So everyone will say no. Because even if you have great acts to follow it up with, then they're all KidsBopified.
Come on. I would be curious to see Metallica KidsBop, Slipknot KidsBop, just for the curiosity. I also have to keep in mind I'm not getting paid to go to the next one. I got paid to do this last one. That's different.
Yeah.
Be instant flop. Just for the record here, we get that KidsBop qualifier in there, and every other band we've got Lamb of God, KidsBopified.
Yeah.
KidsBop, Slipknot, or Lamb of God would be funny for like 1 or 2 songs,
true.
and then I feel like it would get old fast.
They would have to do a variety. But I'm also thinking, like the song Redneck. This is your one and only invitation. You know, like totally just super sweetening it up.
Like a choreographed dance to go along with it. They got like little poppy.
Oh, they got that.
graphics.
They got the choreographed dances down pat. Those teenagers were working their butts off. So someone just said, oh no, what have I done? KidsBop version of Sleep Token. Oh, poor Sleep Token. I don't even know how they would do that.
Imagine KidsBop does Vor. You
Yeah.
have become the voice in my head.
I can't say they wouldn't try to do the sexy R&B parts. They covered sexy R&B parts at the show I was at. So
Oh my God.
No,
they did.
Stop.
They did.
I hate it.
I know. I showed you guys the set list, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See. Yeah.
It's just like a thing where it's like some of these songs, by the way, are 5 years old, which is ancient in terms of the internet. You can't find a safer song within the last 5 years to replace A, B, C, D, F, U.
KidsBop, Lorna Shore, KidsBop, Knocked Loose, KidsBop, Whitechapel.
Deftones.
See, now you're getting the idea. So
This is becoming the new Wiggles meme.
at least the Wiggles was a meme. Like we have that for like one band. KidsBop. The whole festival is KidsBopified. That's going to be a harsh qualifier, but I'll do it. I know. So, I think it's time. Do we have one more thing before we start getting to our new stuff, like just for news, albums, upcoming tours, and our new game we want to play and Song of the Week? For those of you who are Ghost fans, tonight is the one night you actually want to pay attention to Jimmy Fallon because Ghost will be performing on The Tonight Show 2 nights.
Woo!
They've done late night before,
Awesome.
but it's been a while, and I am very excited to see what they do. If you can't see it tonight, or if you're out of the country, wherever you are, it'll be put on YouTube tomorrow. They do a good job with their editing and like performance and stuff like that. Tonight Show camera crew and like the production stuff is good. Regardless of what you think about Jimmy Fallon, that's top notch, like audio, recording, production, all that. That'll be on tonight live, and then tomorrow it'll be on YouTube and everywhere else.
You can at least respect. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was about to say you can at least respect that he's giving these bands that otherwise probably would not be touched by mainstream media. They're giving them a platform.
Yeah, this is another one like to add to the list for 2025 and 2024 as well. More metal bands are getting seen on the big shows. Also, total tangent. I hope for the next 10 months that Stephen Colbert is still on the air. He just goes full, like, play whatever you want. Bands, we're going to get the rowdiest death metal, left-leaning stuff you can imagine.
Imagine he gets like some deathcore.
Yeah. Like just
I want deathcore on national TV.
Go for the throat, you know? Just absolutely. Get Slipknot in there. That'll do it.
Let's go out on a high note,
Yeah.
Stephen
Like,
Colbert. Come on.
If he's already been screwed over and he has 10 months left, what are you going to do? What are they going to do? Fire you? Well, then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, like if you want like a left-leaning democratic deathcore band, grab Kublai Khan. They're pretty like left-leaning.
Are they? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff they could do for that. So you know what? We'll see Ghost tonight on Jimmy Fallon. Support Stephen Colbert. Don't watch CBS. Boy, is that a change, but whatever. We now move on to our regularly scheduled stuff with our upcoming albums and tours that got announced this week. We'll start off with our tours first. What tours do you want to talk about, Alex, that got announced this week?
We've got a one-off super fun. L7 are going to be playing the Belasco in LA.
Really?
So they're celebrating their 40th anniversary. So it's a total one-off, but if you can make it, that's going to be super fun. L7, 40 years at this point. That's rad.
Yeah.
We've also got Death to All. They are doing the Symbolic Healing North American Tour, celebrating Death's spiritual healing and symbolic. That's rad. Invent, Animate, and Silent Planet just announced Bloom in Heaven Part 2 North American Tour.
That's a fun one for
Swans.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Swans
one
is
is gonna be
also
fun.
Swans is also one that's been touring and playing endlessly for the last 25 years.
Yeah, and they just announced final tour plans for their current lineup. And they said, quote, "It's time to end it." So that, and then Tool is going to be playing their first Hawaiian show since 2011.
We'll all get
And-
tickets and go. How about a vacation?
Oh yeah, let's go to Hawaii. Loathe
saw
just
it.
announced a North American tour, and then Eyes Set to Kill. They've got a tour starting in December with Lauren Babick and Stitched Up Heart.
Very cool.
And they're really fun. Set It Off are touring with Fame on Fire, and Blue October they're hitting the road on the We Didn't Die Young tour.
Very cool. A lot of good tours. By the way, I saw that Loath tour get announced. I was like, yes, awesome. I got another chance to see them and actually shoot them up close. The closest venue near me, I'm not going to say it out loud, is the biggest crap hole venue. It's still almost 3 hours away. I'm like, come on.
When I saw Loath, by the way, I think I nearly went into epileptic shock based on their lightning. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I saw that one too, but like I couldn't get up close to shoot for the photographer for that venue because it was at a casino venue. And they're like, no photo pit here. So I'll get my chance someday. Rowan, how about albums coming out this Friday, July 25th?
Well, first, before we get into July 25th releases, Dying Wish announced a project called Flesh coming up on July 30th, and if I have to guess, it's probably a new single. Dying Wish, we just mentioned Spirit Box. They were also playing as an opener on that tour. They were freaking awesome. So seriously, give them a try. They're like a good deathcore, metalcore, female-fronted like band. Yeah. Just really good music.
They're also going on tour with Poppy this summer and fall.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. It was awesome. Yep. But now going into actual releases, we've been talking about a lot of big deathcore releases in the last couple of weeks, but I'm going to keep the train going with Psycho Frame with Salvation Lasts in the Face of a Grieving Mother. Love that title. This is their debut LP. They released like a bunch of singles for the last couple of years beforehand, and honestly, like I've liked what they heard. It's pretty good. So definitely give this a listen when it drops. They already released a couple singles off the new album, and it's great if you're a big deathcore fan.
Okay.
And keeping the train going, talking about legacy acts too. We got some big hitters. We got Alice Cooper with The Revenge of Alice Cooper. It's amazing that guy is still performing and also making music. I think he's like pushing 80 now too, right?
He's late 70s, I know that, mid to late 70s, but yeah, he's still doing well.
Yeah.
Which is a big deal. So
yeah, he's awesome. And then we also got Bruce Dickinson with More Balls to Picasso. Again, great this week.
That definitely sounds like Bruce Dickinson, yes.
Yeah. And Bruce Dickinson, he's freaking awesome. And then, we mentioned Gwar earlier. Gwar is coming out with the return of Gorgor. If you're wondering who Gorgor is, chat, in the Gwar Scumdog universe, Gorgor is a zombified T-Rex that was revived by Gwar to eat their audience. Yeah.
I really hope they do something with that at the show tomorrow. I really hope so.
Oh, they when they first introduced Gorgor, they would have like the big giant puppet that they would sacrifice people to. So I'm sure they would do the same thing.
This is a one-off for the hometown show too, because it's Gwar's hometown also. I'm really hoping that's what they do.
They definitely will.
So, is that it?
Yep.
Awesome, very much. Also, Rowan has our song of the week this week. Would you like to intro it, Rowan?
Oh hell yes. Okay. You all know I have been glazing Slaughter to Prevail, and especially with Grizzly coming up. First of all, for anyone who doesn't know, Alex the Terrible on his YouTube channel released the album the night early on Thursday night, and I had just gotten off work when I saw the notification. I'm like, oh hell yeah, I gotta edit a video anyway, but I'm just gonna be blasting it throughout the entire time. And dude, minus the singles, my favorite track and our song of the week for this week is Rodina from the album. If anyone remembers, I named Bail It as one of my songs of the year last year because it was just very orchestral and had like a more kind of like a Rammstein sort of like aesthetic to it, and it's the same thing Rodina. It's just so epic, especially the chorus where it's like mother lad, or it's like, I'm sorry for that, but oh my god, when I first heard it, it just blew me away. Again, it's like if Rammstein went deathcore, and I am just all here for it.
So
it was awesome.
So the KidsBop version of that'll be coming soon too then.
I will shoot myself in the head if that becomes an actual thing.
KidsBop to Prevail. Slaughter to KidsBop. What am I talking about? That's the right name. Yeah, once you see it, you just realize they'll cover anything, including Slaughter to Prevail. Alex Terrible with KidsBop.
Please, no. Please. No.
So I'm going to pin that song to the YouTube pin comment on this page. If you want to check that out, if you're listening on the podcast feeds, you can just find that on the YouTube channel Rocked. A bunch with the other links, including our new little sequence that we're going to do every week. I just thought of this, and the other two were like, yeah, that's a good idea. Why didn't you think of this sooner? They didn't really say that, but still. we're going to do something live for all of you on the YouTube chat. Thank you for tuning in live. And then we're going to make this poll right here. See, I have a poll right here ready to go. All I have to do is hit post. But I'm going to add a chat. It's album versus album. For those of you familiar with Rock Coliseum, we do stuff like this all the time. Don't read too much anything. Nothing's getting replaced. But this is something for us podcasties to do something like this every week and have engagement for the live audience and everyone just on the YouTube channel in general. So, first things first, I need to make a poll because my co-host can't make a poll for me because YouTube has weird rules, and we're honoring this one to Black Sabbath. Which Black Sabbath album do you prefer in an album versus album debate? We got two choices. Number one, the self-title, the original. Number two, Paranoid. So that poll is live right now in the chat for everyone listening on YouTube. Go ahead and vote. Also, I just posted on the YouTube community tab. If you check out the pinned comment on this YouTube page, you'll see that a direct link to this poll as well. This one stays up forever. So vote on that whenever you like, but if you're listening right now, we want to have a live reaction. And then next week, we'll go over the results of the YouTube community tab one, and then just follow suit for a new one next week. Does that make sense? Did I explain that well enough?
I would say so, yeah.
Okay. Votes are coming in. There's, Master of Reality, but two. But if I had to pick, it's definitely got to be Paranoid. Paranoid is not even close. Both are great, but Paranoid is most consistently great. Okay, so people are actually giving their thoughts too, which is nice. You can type those in. Again, this is
We're giving our thoughts now, right?
Yeah, you can give your thoughts too. I'll go first. I usually ask you two to go first. I'll go first. So, Black Sabbath is the one-shot original genius. 12 hours was all it took to make that album. That's the birth of metal. But Paranoid did perfect, like, just key little points. Also, I do think there are more standout moments in Paranoid.
Yeah, Paranoid is just overall more memorable. I love the songs off the debut, especially the Wasp and Nib. But I mean, like, I can name every song off of Paranoid, and I can pretty much like recognize every song off Paranoid. Really,
Alex, for our Ozzy Osbourne cosplayer.
It's me. My vote is going to go to Paranoid, but only because it's got some of the most iconic Black Sabbath tracks. Paranoid, War Pigs, Iron Man. The level of icon in that album is higher than Black Sabbath, but yes. I also have to say that Black Sabbath is a really good album, really solid album, and especially when you take into consideration that it was created so quickly. And if you haven't listened through the album, like front to back all the way through, you should, because as soon as you hit track 2 and the wizard starts and you're like, is this like a train robbery in like, you know, it's super fun.
I also think that was 1970 and no one was recording metal back then either. You know, this was a new venture for everybody.
You can only imagine what it was like for people when that album dropped. And it's just like, it's so stylistically different from everything else they were used to. Like, even like other hard rock bands like Deep Purple, Zeppelin, and Mountain were just coming onto the scene as well.
Mm-hmm.
When you go on that journey through Black Sabbath and then the Wizard and then just that intro on the Wizard, the first time I heard it, I remember I was like, what is this? Is this like the Wild West? Are we getting ready to experience like robbers on a train? And then they start talking about a wizard and I'm like, what in the heck is this?
Mm-hmm.
And then you have NIB and it's like, hell yeah, this is rad.
So, I vote for Paranoid. Alex, Paranoid.
I vote for Paranoid.
Rowan.
Yeah, no question for me either, Paranoid.
The chats, we're going to go through it now. It looks like it is leaning towards Paranoid. Let's see the final result for our live chat. Yep, 62%. So that's a pretty decent split. Respectable split. You can vote on the YouTube channel as well for a community post. I'll pin that in the links tab as well. So more people will vote on that as also. So if you want your vote to count twice and you're on the YouTube live chat, you're listening now, you can. And also we'll read the results of that next week. And then we'll announce our next album versus album. Everyone get the game? It's simple. It starts a little discussion. It adds some music, you know? I don't know why I didn't think of it sooner. It takes me a while. I'm sorry. So, that being said, we have some super chats and we also hit our like goal significantly. Thank you guys so much for all hitting the like button. It really does help a ton while we're live. So, from Ellie Yeats, apparently there was a petition posted on social media to change the name of Birmingham's airport to Ozzy Osbourne Airport in his honor. I would absolutely love to see that happen. Yes. My only complaint, I think I said it to these two before the stream started. Think of the airport bars at Ozzy Osbourne International Airport. That'd be wild.
Awesome.
Wild.
You would have to have give it a gothic sort of aesthetic.
Oh yeah,
like a
loud.
subtle one.
Like you can't hear the overhead flight 431 is blowing to Boston, blah blah, because it's too loud with all the music going on and stuff.
It's just blasting Black Sabbath and Nazi.
The mature, manly man Giles. Boy, is that a username. It has been an honor, Prince of Darkness. Well said. Thank you very much. From Chicken My Nuggets. Boy, is that a phrase and a username. You got a laugh out of just about all of us. Good job. Thank you for the music. Thank you for the memories. Thank you for being Ozzy effing Osbourne. We love and miss you. Devil horns. Very nice, Chicken My Nuggets. From Rockin' Movies with Tyler, who renewed his membership and did a super chat. Thank you both for those, Tyler. R.I.P. Ozzy Osbourne. He is now graduated to king. That's right. He was Prince of Darkness. Well, you know what? I think that does give him a qualifier to raise up a little bit, not monarchy. Also,
I would say God. Another plane of existence.
The thing is, though, Lemmy is God.
There could be multiple gods. We
That's
could have
true.
a polytheistic religion going on here.
There could be more than one in the Godhead. Ooh, the Godhead of metal. That's a good way to put it. So,
That's much better than Mount Rushmore.
oh, absolutely.
Who would be the other two be? You got Lemmy and Ozzy.
For Godhead, though,
Who the others?
usually it's three. So we just need one more. Lemmy, Ozzy. Ooh, would you want to put Dio?
Halford?
Halford's a good one.
I don't know. Wait, let's not make anybody get to where they're going faster. Let's wait.
No,
Who says they have to die?
No.
Are they only qualified if they're dead?
Yeah, I feel like it is, because you have to graduate from Prince of Darkness to God of Darkness, so I'm like, oh.
But people were calling Lemmy God before he died.
There are strict rules to the
true.
game we just made up on the spot, okay?
Okay, my bad. I didn't read the manual.
Someone
Let's circle back in 20 years.
Yeah, there you go. And also someone just said metal is absolutely polytheistic. You know what? That's a good way to say it. Also from Rockin' Movies with Tyler, for Ozzy also, Denver has a band like Allegion. That's how you pronounce it, right? Allegion. So Denver's, I think they're feeling fine. Again, I'm always awful pronunciations. From Shadows Will, as someone from New York, the Bronx, I miss the street vendor hot dogs. Best dogs ever. I'm not saying they're gross. I'm just saying you don't know what you're getting, okay?
But you don't care what you're getting.
You probably should.
But you don't.
A little. You should a little. Yeah, so I'm just saying. I'm sure they're delicious. I'm just saying you need to know what you're putting in your body. A street glizzy. Ooh, that's a terrible term. The street glizzy.
You probably would get beaten up if you said glizzy to a hot dog vendor
in New York. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Ooh, the glizzy cart. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You get punched right in the face. Absolutely.
He just uses his tongs as a weapon.
Oh, it grabs your nose and just hits you in the head with them over and over. Nice. I'll report back from my trip to New York and let everyone know. Ooh, Freddie Mercury, but that's not metal. I do like it,
That's
though.
rock.
You're thinking, though. I do like that you're thinking for that. So we'll come back to the Triforce. So, and Shadows Will said, Luke, we don't care, referring to
this guy is on the same page as me. You don't care about it. You don't think about it.
So,
Legion.
I don't know what's going on with my... Oh, I see what's happened. I dragged the mouse down or something. Sorry about that. OBS was a little wonky. Okay. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. I know we're going a little bit longer, so we're going to do this quickly, but we do definitely have some business to take care of. Alex and Rowan, are you ready to book some terrible festivals?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, you're jinxing us by saying it's terrible. They could be great.
It can't be that bad. You know why? Because KidsBop isn't in there yet.
Yeah.
I hate that you
Okay,
said
yeah, so we can still have hope in this one.
That's right. Yet. So, guys, it's too good of an idea not to pass up, so I have to. Every week, when we hit a like goal or someone does super chats to a certain amount, we book a random festival in the middle of nowhere and see if it's worth going to, called Festival, Rock, or Flop. Now, we're going to take a look at these 4 bands for each festival. What should we call our festival? We have to do it in something in terms for Ozzy. Something.
Let's do, Cursed. Ellie just said how cursed is mine going to be, so I think we should make it Cursed Fest.
Cursed Fest? Cursed Fest? Okay, that's fine with me. This is the little window I pull right here, so that way everyone knows I'm not cheating. What you see is what you get. Go here. Come on, photos. There we go. All right, Cursed Fest. I'm gonna say it like the British. Cursed. Cursed Fest. Here we go.
Yes.
Band number 1 for Cursed Fest, our festival for hitting the like goal. Papa Roach. All right, that's not too
All right.
cursed. That's not bad. Number 2. Ooh, Stitched Up Heart. Just mentioned them in the upcoming tours. They fit like bread and butter, by the way.
Nice.
For like the tour, yeah. Number 3. The Warning. Okay, this is a nice little festival. This works. And number 4. Nothing More. This is a DWP mini fest right here. Okay.
This
I
is fine.
like it.
You know what? I can see Papa Roach headlining. The Warning, Nothing More, Stitched Up Heart. It's hard to argue. This also really is a perfect middle of nowhere festival. Like when all these bands are going between festivals and they just stop. Like, screw it. You know what? Canton, Ohio, you're getting a show.
One
Yeah,
of
this is
my
pretty
like
solid lineup.
qualifiers. Yeah, one of my qualifiers for wanting to go to a show personally a lot of times is like, do I really know their music and do I really like it? And I have to say, I know and like all of these bands, so I'm going.
You could do so much worse than the 4 we picked out, okay? So I think Cursed Fest works just fine. Oops, I just clicked on Winona Fighter. Sorry, Winona Fighter, you don't qualify just yet. But we'll keep your photo there just in case. I see a lot of yeses in chat. Yes. So you know what? I think that's pretty good. Cursed Fest isn't that cursed. Yes, someone just said, yeah, this makes money. Yeah, of course it does. This would make money. All right, we now go to Yeetfest. Ellie Yeet, you're up. Yeetfest band number 1, Slipknot.
Yeah. Strong
Yeetfest
start.
got a real strong headliner. Number 2, Ghost. Yeetfest getting the show of the year so far.
Oh my God.
Number 3 for Yeetfest, Volbeat.
For the love of God, let the 4th one be good. Keep
No.
the train going.
Number 4, Corey Feldman.
There has to be one. There has
Oh,
to be
you would
one.
go. You know you would go to this. Everyone would go to this. Absolutely. Also,
Aw.
Corey Taylor would be sitting with us in the crowd watching Corey Feldman just to get the experience, by the way.
But once you've experienced it, like
Okay, then okay, I get that. But then you're just people watching at that point. You're watching everyone else get hypnotized for the first time. I promise that's a thing.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's just like
Gretchen. Oh, my wife
so
just
bad
chimed in.
it gets old for me fast. Okay, I can put up with it for like a couple songs.
He
but
will
then
have
after
a 30
while, it's just,
he will
okay,
have a-
wrap it up.
Okay, he gets a 30-minute opening set. That's just how it is. He's
Okay.
opening, then Volbeat, then Ghost, then Slipknot. By the way, my wife chimed into the chat. She goes, "Wow, this is a me fest. Wait, crap."
I echo those sentiments, Gretchen.
Guys.
Mm-hmm.
Well, number 1, yes, he is the comeback king. Number 2, everyone's saying yes, even though they're laughing. You're gonna go to this, though. You can laugh
rename
about
this
it.
Corey Fest?
Fine. No, because there's 2 Corys.
Yeah.
Well, that's
It is Yeetfest. We'll defer that to the sponsor, Ellie Yeats.
Corey Yeetfest.
Come on, this is still great. How could you turn? How could
Yeah,
anyone?
I'm still going. Yeah,
You
the
tr-
other 3 acts rock.
You would travel to Fayetteville, Arkansas for something like this. Come on
Oh
now.
God, Arkansas.
I'm just saying, you would. So, all right. What do we got next for the $10 and up? We got one from Rock. We got Tyler Fest coming up right now. Only 2 more festivals. Number 2 for Tyler Fest, or number 1, Jelly Roll.
Crap.
Number 2, by the way, he's making his WWE debut next month, and that is not a joke.
Of course he
He's
is.
much smaller now.
He is. He's lost over 100, like well over 100 pounds since this photo. Well over 100 pounds, so he is in much better shape. Number 2, In Flames. Boy, is that a matchup. In Flames and Jelly Roll. Okay. Number 3, Green Day. Not a bad headliner. It's a weird matchup, but at least you got a solid headliner in something like this. And number 4, you already had the warning. Number 4, Three Teeth. Okay,
I love
this is
Three Teeth.
I don't
this
know
is
that.
all over. Okay, super industrial. They've opened for Tool. Think like electronic industrial rock and metal. Great stuff. Anyway, this is all over the place if I've ever seen it. Green Day, In Flames, Three Teeth, and Jelly Roll.
It's fine.
Yes, I would go.
In Flames is definitely the heavy hitter for me for this one.
Sure.
I like Green Day, but I like In Flames more.
You dig Three Teeth, I think, too. Alex, I'm curious about yours. Would you go to this?
I would go because I love Three Teeth so much.
I do too.
I'm a big Three Teeth fan, and I do love Green Day. And jamming out to both of them at the same time would be really weird. But I would like to experience it once.
It's worth going to. There's not enough for me to say it's worth avoiding or ignoring. This would make money. Any Green Day headlining show was going to make money with something like this too. Also,
I mean, if Three Teeth is like good enough for Tool, then it's good enough for me. Yeah.
There you go.
You should check them out. They're good. Their Pumped Up Kicks cover is fun. It's
They
a good
just
Cover
introduction to
Pumped
them.
Up Kicks.
They also
yes, that's awesome.
They also just released a Guns N' Roses cover last week, and made it super metal, and it's really good. So, I see
I know what I'm doing
yeses.
after this call.
My favorite band, so yes. Weird, but yes. In Flames, I automatically go. I'd go just for Green Day and In Flames. Jelly Roll will be forgotten anyway. Oh, Green Day, yeah, that's a yes. You know what? We're doing good.
Yay!
We're doing good. We got one more. Shadows Will. We're going to Shadow Fest. Here we go. And yes, street hot dogs will be the actual food provided at concessions at this festival, just for you. Shadows Fest, number 1. Body counts. Not bad. I'd take that. Number 2. Slash featuring Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators. Okay. Pretty solid. Number 3. Knocked Loose. Okay, by the way, you got a heavy older crowd for this one as well. So you know what? Slash, Knocked Loose, Body Count. Knocked Loose is the Young Guns on this one. And number 4. I Prevail.
I'm going.
Again, like another DWP mini fest, but this one does work. I see this one a lot more in sync with each other, if that makes sense.
Especially Knock Loose and I Prevail.
Yeah, and then
They're
you have,
all known bands.
yeah, and then you have Body Count and Slash for the older crowds too, but still really good stuff. So, I'd go. There's no reason I wouldn't go.
Yeah.
Did we
Same.
book-
There's
Yeah,
no reason
same.
I wouldn't.
I think we booked 4 for 4. It's been a while since we've done like a solid 4 for 4 as well. You know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we've got a solid 4-day weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, like, was it really, like, besides Corey Feldman, did we really have an act that was, like, really that much of a head scratcher? Or
No.
just really, like...
That'll be next week. But yeah, I
Yeah.
think it was good. Head scratcher for you guys. Sorry, Slipknot, Ghost, and Corey Feldman. That's pretty good for me. So
I can stand it for, like, a couple songs, but then if it's, like, But if we're running, like, an hour or something on the set list, not saying that would be the case, but I'm just saying, like, after a while, it's like, okay, the joke is old now.
see,
I'm
he has
done.
he has a 30-minute set, but he changes outfits every set. He keeps you entertained. That's not a joke. He changes outfits every song.
I'm going to the hot dog stand.
To the
Yeah.
dirty New York Street hot dog stand that we have at all. our
I'll
festivals
join the
now.
KidsBop parents at the Tito stand.
Oh, it's a long line, but you better get there early. So
Yeah, by the time I get my drink, like the acts I do want to actually see are performing.
that actually could be true. Yes, get ready for
Yeah.
Volbeat that way. Oh, let me stop
Buzz for
sharing my
Volbeat?
sharing my screen. Bam! Thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you for sticking with overtime, and thank you again for hitting the like button and actually engaging with us on the poll. Fun stuff like this we're going to keep trying to do, and this will be a new thing that we do every week. Alex, do you have anything you would like to close with? Any announcements or anything like that?
No, I'm good. I don't even eat hot dogs, and that's where I'm going to be hanging out for Corey Feldman. That's it. That's all I wanted to say.
Guys, you have to trust me a little, okay?
A little bit, but like we've had 4 Corey Feldman festivals already. I don't want to go to another one.
Have you trusted me to this point? Okay? There you go. Yes. Yes. Rowan, anything you'd like to end with?
I think you gotta be more open-minded about trying, about just being more accepting about New York hot dogs. Yes, us New Yorkers all know that the meat is probably something we do not want to know, but we don't care.
Just don't ask questions.
Oh, we're not arguing.
You don't
we
ask
don't
questions,
care.
exactly.
We're just saying you should a little. You know?
Yeah, but that's the thing. You ask questions, just like Alex said. That's when you, when
Okay.
you ruin it for yourself.
You know what? I would trust the New York hot dog
Ignorance is
stand.
bliss.
I would trust the New York hot dog stand over the gas station hot dogs. I would trust those.
Oh, I wouldn't go near a gas station hot dog.
I'm not saying it's like a huge leap. I'm just saying I trust one individual that makes it his job every day as opposed to the gas station that has them frozen and shipped in and you don't know what it is. Alex, you can just
Exactly.
eat the gas station tofu or something.
they got it in buns. I'll have a bun.
A stale, moldy
you just
bun.
eat a bun.
Yes.
You just eat a regular bun.
You know what? I'll just straight shoot the mustard. Like, that's it. You guys have fun with
Okay, now
cleaners.
it's getting like the Fear Factory style. You're gonna go, or Fear Factor style. You're gonna drink this French's mustard bottle in one shot.
Yeah, that's how appealing all of this is sounding right now.
Okay, that's fair. You know what? That's probably better than the Rocky Mountain oysters. So, on the channel right now is my experience with KidsBop Live. I don't know how well it's going to do in views after this week, so if you haven't checked it out, I promise it's eye-opening, to say the least. Oh, there's footage. Oh, there's a breakdown of what happened as I was working it. That's right, I got to work it. Also, last night we did our full 30-minute response as we found out Ozzy passed. Last night was the actual show, so if you want to see that, that's on the feed as well. I'll put links in the pinned comment. I think that's about it, outside of one little bit of news coming up. There'll be more info about this next week, but I'll tell you guys live because since you listened this far, we have been cleared to give away tickets for Riot Fest 2025. I'll have more rules about that next week. I have to make the footage and get the contests and all that stuff ready. But yep, more Riot Fest giveaways, which is awesome. Finally, someone just said, "Excuse me, but do you have any Grey Poupon?" So if anyone's old enough to remember those commercials, yes, I was a little kid. I think Alex and I were young.
I'm Gen Z, so that means means nothing to me.
Yeah, exactly.
I just knew it from Wayne's World.
Yeah, exactly. And there was more parodied than anything, but yeah, old commercial. All right,
Yeah,
Alex, you got back on a winning streak with your getting us to laugh with the dad jokes. What do you got this week?
All right. You ready? Okay. A man walks into a zoo. The only animal in there is a dog.
Okay.
It's a Shih Tzu.
Okay, that's actually
yeah.
good.
Okay.
You got both. That's not even a cringe laugh. That's actually genuinely good.
Yeah. It took us it took both of us a second for it to kick, but then it was like, okay, that is good. All right.
So it was like, bing.
Yeah, exactly. Like the light switch took a second.
That's a genuinely good dad joke.
Yes. You earned the applause on that one. Very well
No
done.
tomatoes this time, Chad.
No, you don't get that. They were throwing refrigerators and stuff last week. You don't get that this week. No. But you know what? That was very good. Oh, well said. See?
Imagine the straight to actually throw a refrigerator at somebody.
Angrily, and several of them. Okay, you already said someone did the emotes for Pooh and the dog. Nice. Okay, there you go, Sapphire. There you go. Ha, that got me. Oh, so people are actually saying, good job. That got a chuckle. Dang it, that was good. No, you're not getting the stuff thrown at you. You're getting actual praise.
Throw good, guys. If you're gonna throw something, throw good food. Throw ice cream or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Throw hot dogs. Oh.
Don't throw hot dogs at me.
That'd be weird. That'd be weird for me too. Throw you mustard so you're all goopy and grossed out with the yellow.
Oh God.
Yowza. Oh, there's the hot dogs with the mustard on them. There you go.
Tries an effect right there.
All right. We had a good one this week. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for the super chats, especially to all those who donated and did all that stuff as well. We will see you next week on the podcast that rocks. Have a great night. Do not eat Rocky Mountain oysters. I just learned what that was too this week. I'm sorry, everyone.
You didn't know what those were?
I heard the name, but I didn't know what they were.
Oh, bro, I'm sorry. I thought
I'll be
you
okay.
knew.
I'll be okay, but yeah. So
I'm going to refer to them as bullberries. That's perfect.
Bullberry. No.
Well, can we even say? We know what the body part is. Can we even say the body part?
The official thing is testicles, so you would just say that is like the thing.
I didn't know if testicles was okay to say.
I know. YouTube is weird, but that one's okay.
I'm live on the air.
Okay,
Can
good.
I say
I'm glad that's our
I know.
standard.
Yeah, I know.
I'm glad that's fair game.
YouTube and both radio and YouTube have very weird, hypocritical standards, but that's what that is. Hey, wait a minute, Alex, would you put mustard on those?
No, what? Oh, I don't even know what we're still talking about. Turn it off.
Go lie down. Just go lie down. It's over. Night, everybody.